Good morning and namaskar. Um, I'll start with my experience with medical institutions and so on started about in 1999 when one of my ex-employees was diagnosed with a rare disease called aorta arthritis, where most of the doctors probably have heard or read about it, but never treated such a patient. And thanks to doctors in government hospitals, GB Pant, AIMS and all, he could live a life of almost 20 years when doctors had given him just 2 years. And when his family had given up on him, so me and my family, we supported him. And so my exposure to, medical, I'm not dwelling on that part of the, my mother, was diagnosed with cancer, with whom she lost in 2006. So, the experience of this thing continued. My father got a paralytic stroke on my 13th day of my mother's death, and my, association with medical hospitals and treatment procedures that continued. So I would rather focus on the last 1 year of my father's, treatment. On 15th of June, on Father's Day, I went and met him, and at that very moment he was feeling uneasy. And we took him for a checkup to a nearby corporate hospital in Greater Noida, and for evaluation so that, if he has some, and they said that his BP is high and all that, and let him take on for some evaluation, and they kept him on in the hospital. Next day when I reached, he was saying, I'm fine, and why are you putting me here? So post-lunch, they had put him in ICU. Post-lunch when I went, I saw that, he's on BiPAP. And for next 11 days, he was in ICU, and when we were insisting that he should be moved to the room and all that, and finally when he was moved to the room, we realized that, instead of a normal catheter, they have put in a, feeding tube, which was resulting in leakage and, affecting his skin and all that side. We decided to move him to another hospital, a big hospital, and wherein we had an excellent medical care system. He recovered, but he was unfortunately diagnosed with cancer of the colon. So in that hospital didn't had good cancer care facilities. So we decided to move him to AIMS because at his age, at 90 plus, we required something where all super specialties are there. Now I'll focus on the medical TPA aspects. While he was, asked for, he was given a discharge at 11 in the morning, till 9 o'clock, late in the night, I was busy getting a discharge, clearances from the TPA and all that. I had to intervene 3 times, from getting details and all that, and finally I got a discharge, letter at 9 p.m. Now imagine a patient who's, at such a critical stage, from 11, he is not being treated because he has been kind of discharged from the hospital, and he's waiting for the discharge slip to get out of the room, till 9 p.m. Just because the TPA couldn't, finalize on the, clearances and all that, and back and forth there, and from, a demand of, close to 2 lakh rupees, I ended up ultimately getting a refund of, 48,000 rupees from what I had paid. So, what a person goes through, it's not just the patient who's going through the problem, it is also the, the attendants and all that. Now, next comes the, I'll take some time because there are a lot of issues which we need to, address in a different levels of, department. So next, we move him to, AIMS Hospital. Excellent team of doctors, excellent team of, staff. But the problem is the process. From, for any procedure, you have to keep running from one building to the other building. From one building to other building. I mean, you're taking the patient on the road, on the, and at least you need 2 attendants. You keep on running from here, and for even small payments, instead of having a token, they'll ask you to go and run, make the payment there. So many issues that, you need to address. And we had experience of running back and forth for making the payment. And then they suddenly say that, you have to go to that building for, marking the, for radiation marking. And finally, the treatment is being delivered just below where my father's room was. So we are running from here and there, and just because there is if there is a process involved where payment can be made through a swap card, you immediately make the payment where they take you under care. So imagine a patient running in the full daytime on a road with a stretcher on, and we are running, and they are telling, okay, this is already Saturday, and you have to be there by 12:30, and one person is running to make the payment, the other person is taking the patient and all that. And this is all, but the team of doctors, excellent care. He revived. He came home and all. Now comes the, when you need a attendant at home. There are no skilled attendants. There's no team of, any training facilities. You get all, attendants who are just trained for 5 days and not familiar with the all. So we had an attendant, we kept on changing, we were not satisfied, we kept on talking to different hospitals to get some, full care attendants, and finally, when we got somebody, in my absence, he changed my father's catheter without, any instructions. That led to another, medical condition of his, and I take him to Max Hospital in Noida. I'm telling them that he needs his catheter, change and evaluation immediately. But instead of that, they are busy doing all evaluations, CT, chest, ultrasound, X-ray on the table and all that. After 24 hours of admitting him to the hospital, finally I have to bang my head and, get a catheter inserted. And next day, when I'm, going to meet him because he's in the ICU, he's being, undergoing EEG test. And I'm surprised, a person who's fully aware and conscious, he's undergoing an EEG evaluation. I asked the doctor, why is he being, getting an EEG evaluation? And I asked questions from him. That happened to be my mother's birthday also. And I asked my father, what is it today? He says, it's your mother's birthday. Imagine, a person who is so well oriented, he's undergoing EEG. And next 2 days later, he's back in the, home. Now, if a person is such in, so why are we, even looking at all those things? And while he was in ICU, nobody noticed and treated for, he developed the bed sore. Ultimately, we lost him because of bed sore. Certain aspects, doctors who are not in, the town, they are attending Kumbh, they are also being billed for the, treatment. When you raise, imagine where are we heading? Where is our conscience? So when I say, in terms of you have best of doctors, we have best of facilities, but as they say, you are as good as the weakest link in your organization. Unless and until we work on all aspects of, healthcare delivery, be it the processes, be it the, healthcare workers or the systems, nothing. The patients will continue to suffer, their attendants will continue to suffer. Thank you.